Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with another live stream of Final Fantasy XIV. How are you all doing today? Are you guys doing good? I am doing great. It's weird. Yeah. So I'm doing good. Yeah. No, I'm. This week felt very long for whatever reason, one way or another. And, I enjoy it. No, not really enjoy it. That's not really the right word to use, I would say. But, I guess for the most part, it's like, it's like, can't really complain too much about it. In one way or another, but, yeah, you know, it's what it is what it is. It's been, you know, it's just been those, it's just been that way, you know, so. But, anyway, guys, as you know, I live stream on Saturdays and Sundays at... Why am I not... Do I not have this as public? Oh, it's not, son of a bitch. I hate that for whatever reason. When I use shit that's like, oh, hey, you want to use, shit that's like... from the previous stream, they put it as unlisted for whatever reason. I think the reason they do that is because, like, well, you have the video go unlisted right afterwards, so why? And I'm like, fuck you. Oh well. But anyway, guys, I stream Saturdays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube. I stream Final Fantasy XIV. I lied to you guys. I did not see how many more quests I had left in the main scenario here of A Realm Reborn, so that was my B. I didn't really do much off screen. I did make the oh, I made membership. That's right. So I have a payment as 90 days because I feel like, yeah, I'll probably be playing it that much. I don't know. Does that Venture thing is I have to log in every single day in order to, like, for it to count, or is it basically, because obviously it counted when I didn't have that membership. It's like, yeah, no, you have 90, you only have 30 days, and obviously it still counted down even on days when I didn't have the thing. So but I digress. I digress. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, I think I just rested here because I had nowhere else to go. So, Shadow of Darkness is where we need to do next, so... So I need to use one of those letters to go to the Swifting Sands. Or Whispering Sands, whatever it was called. Because now we're going to be going up to another primal. I believe it's Garuda? Or is Garuda the one that... the other one? I can't remember which one we were going after now. But yeah, off screen I kind of did a little bit on my... I kind of worked a little bit on my other... Fuck me. What's the... Staying dead. I could probably do that. Actually, hold on. I want to check my equipment. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh my god. Oh, I'll continue my intro here once I figure this out. I worked on my other class, so that's it. Also, guys, every single day I release videos at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or earlier or later, and later, depending on if it's a day I stream. So today they came out. The first video came out a little earlier, and the second video will come out a little later. Currently, guys, I am playing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. That's the earlier video that's come out. That already came out right now, but it normally comes out at 11 a.m. I hope you guys are enjoying that LP. As a matter of fact, it's been a very good viewed LP so far. So, and there's been a lot of engagement, a lot of people talking, some people commenting on the videos, and I've been talking back to them because, like, goddamn, that game's fun as hell. And like no one, I think, granted, some people are probably waiting to cover it on their channels that I follow, but that's fine. But I haven't really seen anyone cover it on their channels that I follow that, you know, are like, I guess I could say Atlas faithful. Like, I have like at least 3 people that are Atlas faithful. I guess you could say like I am. Because, I mean, all of us have LP'd Persona. All of us have LP'd almost every single Persona game. All of us have LP'd, done something with a Catherine before. And, yeah. Granted, those are the only Atlas games I have really touched because obviously I don't have any DS or 3DS capture device. That was something I was thinking about getting, like, I want to say like 2 or 3, like a year before the Switch came out. So it's like, oh, but now like the DS is kind of dead, the 3DS is dead. It's like, I mean, granted, it probably could still be a good thing to do just because maybe I'll finish Persona Q2 if I do that as an LP, but I enjoyed Persona Q2, and I definitely need to get back into it so I could, you know, finish it. And it sucks because I was actually pretty decently close to it, so. But yeah, no, 13 Sentinels is fun as hell. I was actually playing that yesterday, just doing some of the battle stuff that you can do. And I'm like, goddamn, this game's fucking awesome. Definitely I have to record more of that tomorrow, once, you know, because it's Sunday, and I also have a day off on Monday, so I could record even more that day too. So that's awesome. You know, get a good backlog. And then at 1 p.m., guys, or today 2 p.m. is Avengers. That's another game I've been having fun with. I've actually played a little bit of that as well off screen, just to like do some missions offline, so I could, you know, get some of my characters' experience up. Though, to be fair, spoiler alert, even though you'll probably tell by the video when it comes out today. I did wrap up the main campaign of Avengers, but there are a few more missions I want to take care of before I completely put that on the shelf until new characters come out. So, alrighty. So yeah, let's go talk to my. Wait, what? This isn't the way I'm going. Shit. I was like, oh, there's another door. No. I need to go this way. Okay. But now both of those games are fun as hell, and I'm enjoying them so much. I'm definitely enjoyed Avengers more so than I thought I would. And even with the All Might stuff, I'm like, shit, yeah, this shit's fun. Although it can be a bit annoying, as you guys will see in a video that will be released later on a few days from now. So, and you'll see why. All right, Minfidia, tell me your ways about which primal we have to go to next. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Ande. We must delve further into this motivation of the masked man, the Asukan known as La Habera. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Asians. Only destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wreaks the realm. If my fears prove to be a reality, we must do all of our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit a cooperation. The Immortal Flames respond to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Uldar to inquire further. How do you go about an investigation thereafter? I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Andy. Yeah, sure. I get like a shit ton of these quests are pretty like I guess I'll go there. I'll teleport to the closer one. Like a shit ton of these quests are like get the quest and then go to this one destination and the quest is done. So I kind of understand why there's like a shit ton of these quests. Like there's like almost 200 of them in the main scenario. But like holy hell, man. Obviously that's not what this kind of quest is. So Yeah, okay. Oh, sweet. This is actually very close. So, you guys ever wake up one day and you take a shower or something, or even after you take a shower, you notice that you have a bruise on your body, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from? Yeah, that happened to me a few days ago. Actually, that happened to me yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? I got the fucking... that's a weird bruise on my elbow here. So, I can kind of think like, oh, I probably got that while I was helping my parents at my parents' house over the last weekend. But, yeah, you never know. Masman. Oh, you are coming about the silence, of course. Yes, as we've already relied to Lame Infilia, there has been signs of this rogue near about eastern Tanalan. There we are. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activities. I'll point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Quern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade road, High Bridge sees it fair shares of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hi Baru. Hihi Baru. The fellow's always starves for customers, but he's no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Dry bone, huh? Currently TGS is going on, guys. Nothing really too spectacular, I'd say, has really been announced. They show off more Melody of Memory, which obviously is yeah, in all honesty, I mean, granted, now I'm just I just want the game now. I really just want the game in my hand right now. Because I'm super excited for that game. Well, of course, they announced the release date for Nier Reincarnation, or whatever the remaster or remake or whatever it is for Nier Replicant, not Gestalt, which that's kind of unfortunate. It's I really hope that they would have had. Maybe they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll also make Gestalt. Well, maybe they will. Granted, I don't know. Again, this has to be something that I'd have to look up myself more so. But I always assumed I think both Gestalt and Replicant for Nier are the same games, except that you're just different characters. I think everything else is the same. It's just in one character you're the brother of the girl you're trying to save, and the other one you're the father. And all the side missions and everything else are the same. I don't know. I did know the difference last year or something like that. Or actually, I learned the difference when I was interested in Nier Automata. I was okay, I've heard of Nier, but I need to what is it about? It's oh, there's two versions of Nier. So it's something that I need to be okay, I need to get my knowledge back up about that, because it's been a while, so I don't know. But I'm excited for that. That's not until April though, so got some time for that, which is kind of good in my opinion. Other than that, I don't think there's really been anything too spectacular at TGS. Granted, I feel like there's nothing that's really going to be too spectacular for anything else the rest of the year. We'll probably get announcements. We'll probably get one other Smash character announcement. I don't know if it'll be released, but... Oh, that's another thing. I pre-ordered my Joker amiibo, so that's awesome. I'll be getting that, hopefully on release day, according to my shipping information. I was oh yeah, you'll get this on release day, which I believe is October 2nd. I really probably should have also bought Hero with it, but I really want Joker because maybe they'll have something special with the Switch version of Scramble. Granted, I'm not going to get the Switch version of Scramble. I'm going to get the PS4 version of Scramble, but you never know. Maybe I'll get the Switch version as well if I'm if I feel keen about it. That's another thing too about with Melody of Memory. I'm definitely going to get the PS4 version because duh. I also won't mind getting the Switch version because why the hell not? Support it, even though they don't plan to have any other Kingdom Hearts games come out for Switch, but I'm still gonna support it anyway. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't fully dedicated to that. I'm kind of waiting for Square Enix to. In Japan's version, you get the you can pre-order Melody of Memories with the Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and such OTS with it. You'll get a special track with 2 exclusive themes. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Which I believe one of them is the Dearly Beloved that comes in Melody of Memory, which is fucking phenomenal. So I definitely want that, if at all possible. Alright. We're in a high bridge adventure. Whatever you seek, Hiabaru can provide it. Probably. As a masked man, I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have fared in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? So close to level up. When the order now began scattering the ruins below, I'd hoped the hybrid would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless peaceman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owed to get my venture started, and I've loathed to give up without making an honest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is out, though. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to strive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? But I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know more, go and ask the other merchants. Well, you won't let me buy any of your shit, so okay. Listen, I kind of understand the whole like buy a few of my things, spend some gil here, and maybe I'll I can't tell if that's a male or a female. It's hard to tell. I've heard of tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around hybrids but also around Thailand too. Enough folks have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of my imagination. What little is known about him otherwise. Okay. I really am enjoying this game, you guys. Like, I go back to my first stream of this. I'd be like, me being like, okay, I'm super scared because I have no idea what to expect with this kind of a game. All I know is an MMO. I'm scared of like the whole party thing, which, granted, I'm still kind of am scared of that, but I'm not as scared because now it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, on the trail of a masked man, I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hood robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though, is it? Oh. I always forget that sprint is not like pressing down the analog stick. Sprint is an actual button that you need to do, which I fucking hate, but I get it at the same time. Ever seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shade characters looking about. Folk have been giving hybrids a wide breath because of all the quirking raids. None but the devoted pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Cool. Did it again. I'm like, okay, let's run. No, I'm not going to because I think that'll be a waste of the sprint. What have you guys been playing recently? Have you guys picked up 13 Sentinels? Let me know how much you guys are liking that if you do. Or if you have. Obviously no spoilers because that game's fucking amazing. Voice acting's so good. The art style is fantastic. I think the art style is my favorite thing about that game. If nothing else, the art style is the most breathtaking thing about that game. Judging by its fashion, I think you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Current raids are so consistent, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. 36. I don't know what the max... I think I mentioned this before. I think the max level for... Until I buy... Stormblood and Shadowbringers. Because I don't think you can get the Shadowbringers stuff without Stormblood. Until I buy them, I think my max level cap is 60. And then when I buy those, it'll be 80. I think that's the case. And if that is the case, then goddamn. I'll probably get my character up to level 60 and then maybe I'll start focusing more so on like some other classes. I especially should focus on the classes that'll give me the trophies, and then maybe find because that, in all honesty, that is what my second class right now. That's honestly not my main second class. I'll probably get a main second class, and I feel like it's gonna be a mage, because I freaking love like what's the mage that's a healer but can also attack? It's not a white mage. White mage is more so strictly for support. Red mages are for black mage. Could it be black? No. Black mages do more so the attackers. White mages are more so the healers. Red mages, I think, are more supports. They do like the whole buffing your party and such. And blue mages are the debuffs for the enemies. I think that's the case. I honestly don't know. I think there is a mage though, right? That does like that heals but can also attack. I kind of want to be one of those. Not like a white or a black mage. Maybe a black mage because I fucking love Vivi. I almost said Vivian. I love Vivian too. She's kind of a black mage in Paper Mario. Doesn't your door, but still. I finally got some honest to goods information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out on an even show my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff above at the Tiles Reprise. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Quinn appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. Bray was too far away of earshot to make much of anything. As the group had disputed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It would be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you proved yourself to be more than a match to a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound reliable information, if I do say so myself. Well, with all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Some other games I've been playing offline. I need to get back into Persona so I could get the vanilla ending and get the just to wrap up my new game plus of with everything. I haven't really played it since I beat Lavenza, and that's of my own, not like in a bad way, but yeah, I just need to get back to it. I've been thinking a lot about so here's another story for you guys. I went to GameStop yesterday, kind of forgetting about the whole, oh shit, there's a like, oh, the PS5, like they have more inquiries of the PlayStation 5 now. So I kind of didn't pay that any mind. And honestly, I didn't expect there to be as big of a line than that there was. And there was a line, so I'm like, fuck. So I went there because for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to change the pre-orders because apparently I guess I pre-ordered Star Wars Squadrons, even though I did not want to, so I wanted to change that so I can get my Yakuza game. Yakuza Like a Dragon when that comes out. I'm super excited for that game too. That's why I also want to get back into Yakuza. I want to at least beat Yakuza 3 because I already know the story of 4 and I've beaten 5 before. So once I do that, then I'm like, okay, I've done everything about like Yakuza that I do at the moment. So I wanted to do that. And then, of course, Melody of Memory, which I think I mentioned before. I'm kind of holding off to see if they have like a special edition come out. And that's why I'd be like, oh, maybe like, because I don't know when I would get my that edition that I buy from the Square Enix store, which sucks if that's the case. So that'll probably be, I don't know, maybe that's why I get the Switch version of it, is by doing that. Because I want to start my LP of that ASAP. So, and yes, I will be doing an LP of Melody of Memories. It'll be kind of hard because there's not really much story. It's just more so rhythm-based game, which I don't mind. You know, it'll be a nice, relaxing LP. So that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with just a nice, relaxing LP like that. We can obviously we can go through the music of the games because it's fucking amazing, and then we can you know, we can get whatever story there will be. I'm packing you guys for a little bit because I think there's like two separate tracks in that. I got the Ranger one, but I don't think I got the other one. I mean, I might have. Oh, I think I did, because I think that's what that was. Okay. So that's good. Oh, and that was for the Order of the Twin Adder. Okay. Yeah, okay, I did. It's no longer there. So yeah, I need to get back to the Yakuza, which I might play off screen a bit. I also need to watch the Persona 5 anime. I know people say it's not that good, and I honestly don't care. I'm going the wrong way. I was going the right way. I like the first episode, and maybe I might be genuinely surprised about it. But we'll see about that. What else? I need to watch My Hero Academia again. Get back into watching that. I should be getting the part 1 of season 4, hopefully between now and the next stream. I fucking hate that they now are going to release, like, oh, here's all of season 2 in one collection thing. I really hate that. I really hate that they're like, oh, here's part 1 and here's part 2 of season 2, and then they're releasing part 1 of season 4, and it's like, oh, hey, here's all of season 2 now. I really hate that. But I guess I don't mind it to some aspects. It's fucking annoying and it sucks. But I don't know. I just hate it. I hate that they have this shit like that, so. I guess probably what they'll do with JoJo eventually, so it's probably what they'll do with the rest of My Hero. You know, there's not really much other animes that I really be like, oh yeah, I want to get that. I guess like I'm somewhat okay with it because like it supports them, whatever. But like, I really hate the fact that they're like, I mean, it's literally probably putting both of the parts in one little thing, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Speaking of JoJo, I can't get Freaking You out of my fucking head ever since I've watched Golden Wind. Ever since I watched the first part of Golden Wind, I've had Freaking You, which is the credit song that plays during the first half of Golden Wind. I've had that stuck in my head. And now I just want to be like, fuck. I freaking enjoyed Golden Wind. I have been enjoying Golden Wind. I'm like, fuck, this is so good. Now, the first half is good. I don't know about the second half, but like, I feel... I don't know, I think it's probably because people, I don't want to say shit on, but like people just didn't like Giorno for whatever reason, even though I freaking love Giorno. I love the whole Gang Stars. I definitely see why people are like, oh yeah, fuck. I always butcher his name. Bruno. I know his first name, but obviously no one calls them by their first names besides Giorno. They always call him Giorno, not Giovanna. And we have Narancia and Mishta. I can never pronounce the other guy's name either. So, oh, and Fugo. Always have Fugo. But Bruno, I can definitely see why people think this should be about him. Like he should be the JoJo, not Giorno. But I get it. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to the masked man? This scroll. There's a prayer to Ragnar, the Destroyer. Oh, here's our next primal. In case you're unfamiliar, Ragnar is the guardian deity of Almigro, which is certainly under guardian rule. It's highly uncommon for folks of other nations to revere him. I wager my last skill that your assailant was Alamigan. Since masked man is very well connected. Must confess that mentioning me and be such a diverse network of connections. That self-same merchant also sends danger ahead. Darkness besides. Are you saying you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Nope, must continue. Ah, my banner you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands the reason that you want to pick up the trail again. You should head towards Little Alamio over the southern Thailand. Just so you know what to expect, the summit is the favored destination of those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life at Ulda. Hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for not so warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much of help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hyra. And it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I'd hope that you would linger here a little while, kill some fiends, spend some coins, what have you, but something tells me you're destination destined for great things. Wherever you end up, I wish you the best. Okay. No, I'm just gonna walk there. Or not walk. Gonna ride my chocobo, got put the button in the mom in this rodeo. I'm so surprised that we never got the Final Fantasy 13 saga on this generation of consoles. Like, I for sure probably see that being a thing afterwards now. I probably see like, oh yeah, that'll probably be on the PS5 and such. And I've said this before and I'll say this again. I had no problem. I've had no problem with 13. I thought it was a decent game. Granted, it was linear until you got to like the last two chapters. Like you got to like when there's like 2 or 3 chapters left, and then it kind of got a little bit like or then it kind of got a little more open world. But then it was the whole like, oh, now once you continue with the story, you're basically locked back into Hallway Simulator. I get that, but at the same time, I feel like, granted, 12 was a little more open world. It didn't really have that many links. I think that was probably the issue. Is like after 12, you know, yes, obviously every single Final Fantasy has its linear moments, but it was more so open world. I think was what people were had some issues with. 13 was like, man, you're just stuck on a conveyor belt going straight until chapter 10 or something like that. Then you can do open world shit. I enjoyed 13. I will do an LP of 13 if that does ever get a current or next gen release. Because, like I said before, I'll say it again, I enjoyed 13. I didn't see a reason why there had to be a second game. I didn't see a reason why there had to be a third game. But I enjoyed the second game. I've never played the third game, although my cousin, we talked about this, and my cousin says that the third game is his favorite. I haven't played the third one, and probably won't unless they do a whole release. Like, oh yeah, here's all the fucking shit for it, so. But yeah. And I even did enjoy 13 too. Like, I actually like the battle style and the play style of 13 too. I feel the one thing I will complain about 13 is it's fucking hard to platinum. Hell, I might, like, if I can find, I need to find wherever the Rock 30 is. I need to refine where Rock 30 is here in my current town, so I can like see like maybe I'll bust out the old PS3 and buy Final Fantasy 13 and buy 13 too, so then I can try to platinum those two. But the one thing I hate about 13 is how to platinum that game is the whole you gotta get every single item, or you've had to have held every single item. Actually, shit, I can't remember if it's like you have to hold every single item or you had to... I can't remember what the specific is, but it fucking sucks. It's basically like, don't sell shit. Because you have to hold like every single weapon. But in order to get the good the best weapon, you need to beat an a big amatortis. I know I'm saying the word wrong, but I can't think of it. And then you have to get an item that they drop in order to like fuse to make the ultimate weapon. So or the ultimate weapon for your 6 characters. So you need to get 6 of those things. But the shitty thing is that thing has a less than 2% chance of dropping when you kill the thing. So it fucking sucks that it takes fucking forever. Your best bet is you need to fucking use Vanille's death skill to try to kill it. So I don't know. Maybe there's probably like better strategies for it now. Because it's been so long, so maybe other people have found a way to like get it. Longuise, I think that's what they were called in there. Longuise, like Chez Longuise or something like that. Now I'm remembering, but yeah, that's the one complaint I have. And I think that's the one like I have that trophy, and I think like getting an S rank on a battle or something like that is the only trophy I'm missing from 13, and then 13-2 is I think I basically had that one platinum. I just need to have beaten like a secret enemy or something. And I don't think I need to get an S rank for that. I don't know, it's been so long, and I definitely need to just like relook at that trophy list to see like which ones I'm missing and such. All right, but again, it's not a bad game, so hopefully if they do release it on PS5 generation, they tweak it a bit. It's like, okay, we'll make that drop rate happen a little soon. We'll give it like a 10% chance of it dropping, and we won't make the enemy too fucking hard to beat. They'll still be hard to beat, but it's basically be like the only way. Because the only way, I don't think I've ever seen anyone beat that thing legit, as in like without using Vanille's death skill. You'd be like, okay, you'll actually do damage to it. And I was like, I remember because I have all my characters maxed. I had all my characters leveled up. I have them with the best equipment I had with them so far. I have all their shit maxed because of all their classes they could do. All their classes were maxed. Like, I had everyone maxed the fuck up, and I was still doing like I was doing like 1 damage. And I think the enemy has like over 1 million health or something like that. And I think the shitty thing is, I think death only does half of the thing's HP. So you need to do it twice on him. I think, I might be wrong on that, but I can't remember. Why yes, you abused my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better dad to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shan't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? Masked man, I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he's not exactly accommodating to outsiders. Hey. You have a nice mustache. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? You struggle enough without having answered the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Oh. Alrighty then. God, I hate like there's so many of these quests out, but like I don't want to do these quests for my current class. Maybe I should save those for my I don't know. I think I should just only focus on the other classes that I have. It's focus those are like just do your fucking just do the trophy related to them and then find my main second class and then be like, yeah, no, shit, do all those side missions for that one. Well, my adventurer, I'm Gilsbert, head of security here at Little Alamingo. I heard tell that you had business with Gunnabald. And when the beastly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Love how everyone's fucking British in Final Fantasy games mostly. Everyone's British in Final Fantasy 16, so that's cool. I honestly can't wait for Final Fantasy 16, man. But anyway, going back to the PlayStation 5, I wouldn't mind getting it like this year, but again, the only game that's like really coming out for it like now is Demon Souls that I'd be like, yeah, no shit, I want that game. But Miles and but almost every single other game that I'd be interested in is coming out for the 4. Like, granted, yeah, it kind of sucks. It'll be like, yeah, I want like the quote unquote best version of that game, but it is what it is. Plus, you know, maybe they'll have a few on hand when it releases and such, so that could be a thing. What sucks is probably walking to GameStop on that Friday, because here's the thing. PlayStation 5 comes out on the 12th of November, and then the next Friday is when Melody of Memories and Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I guess COD also comes out that day too. I'd only go to pick up Yakuza and Melody of Memories. So, I'm pretty sure there'll probably be people there. Obviously, I'll ask, like, hey, do you have any PS5s left too? Because I'll fucking buy that or something like that. Do you have any? And I want the ones that play physical discs. I don't want the ones that's digital only. Because I fucking love physical shit. So, on to that hardship. The refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much of a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. Be it thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? I can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on outlook for Amaja the south here. If there's any suspicious activities, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thailand tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'll be all the more willing to tell you what to know. You're the Levy quest person. But yeah, I've also been playing Union Cross and Dark Road, of course, every single day. Because duh. I'm actually playing Union Cross right now. It's basically what I do when I start for the first hour of my stream. I'm focusing on the raid battles because they have special raid things going on at this time to, you know, you get a boost of lux for it. So I'm actually getting close to a level up in Union Cross here. So hopefully, like maybe this next raid battle that I'm about to do, or the one afterwards, would give me a level up. So that's awesome. I've actually been like this whole month because, you know, they've been celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Japanese version of Union Cross. And obviously, Global also gets some benefits from that as well, which I think is awesome for them to do. And the raid battles that they've had for this is they've had all, like, they give a shit ton of lux if you have a good setup like I do for my 3 keyblades of power, magic, and speed that I use. So I have good setups, and like this raid boss gives me like 15, like anywhere from 16 to like 18 billion lux every fight. If I do it during one of these boosted hours, and then of course when I put my own boost on there, it gets a lot higher. Who the hell are you? I'm trying to come to avenge you here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, masked villain? I'm among the refugees, like as not. Me compatriots as live here, not here, go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For I know they're all up to no good. I don't want to start that. Ah, sure, might as well. This one doesn't seem so bad. Both kind of sucks in a way, but oh well. Ignore them. Well, actually, you know, what got me into that 13 talk was in the Chocobo Rodeo song, which is from 13-2, which I'll say is probably one of the best tracks ever. So. So I brought you all the way up here, and then you fucking start going all the way back down. Ass. There we are. Yeah, in all honesty, I probably didn't need to do that. But have some experience. I'm stuck. There we are. So I've beaten 2 raid bosses in Union Cross, and I've not got my level up yet. So maybe I'll get in this next one or the one afterwards. I don't know. It's very close. So. Oh, that's up. Well, I could probably do it if someone else is also doing it, it looks like, but I don't probably want to get involved in that one. So that's why I'm kind of quiet sometimes, is because I'm setting up my my raid for that. You there? Are you an Armajaw? No, now carry on. Here you go. Oh, this is a sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet Tanali, and I'm going to enjoy this. What a mask wine. Don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. That's a lovely image. Yeah, I should not be involved in that one at all. Shoo, don't bother me. The Amajala overrun us, I'm blaming you. Oh, that's a little dude. Me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not. Well, with the mask and the robe. But assuming that it was he was talking with some Alamingas. I assume he was one of them. I wish I could sprint with the chocobo. Like, I feel, again, I feel like the chocobo should go faster than what was going. But yeah, I should find like a rock 30 and just because I could probably get 13 and 13.2 for like $10 total. At least I should. It should be super fucking cheap. Also, I just kind of want to like peruse the wares that rock 30 would have. Didn't get, but I should get on the next one now for sure this time. Okay, I have a little less than 10 minutes to do this, so I have enough time to face at least 3 more of the raid quest. So that's good. Ah, you're back. So do my lookouts have knots to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you've got any further investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamingas. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Oh, shit. I'll put that. I'll grab that, because... I also need to sell shit, too. Like, where the fuck can I go to sell all this shit? You know, I'll get that. So you're determined to press on with the investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamingan's trust. And the best way to win their trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin doesn't talk in old but the Malamines are bound by something far stronger. It is not as tangible, common purpose. Purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Guardians. Gunbalda belongs to the Alminia's residence, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you knew any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Oh, this is a good... Okay, good. Menphilia. Perfect. I do need to I need to make better hot bars. I'll be honest with that. Like, I should make a hot bar that's just dedicated to items and shit like that. Like, that's probably the one thing I really need to work on is my hot bar situation. So, probably get rid of the potion hot bar that I have and move that with that one attack that I use in my combos. And I don't know, maybe put my potion on that spot or something like that. I don't know. Color your world. If I had 2 more. Whoa, that's a lot of shit there. I think that's for a specific class. Yay, I got it. I'm at level 679 now, baby. Probably be at least at 680 something by the time I do my video of all the the draw tickets and such. I almost get a level up every single day because of these raid quests. So, and I only do it for 2 of the events that you have. You can do it for a total of 4 if you wake up early enough to do it at 4 a.m. and then then you have 10 a.m., and then you have 4 p.m., and then you have 10 p.m. And I only do it during the 10 a.m. and the 4 p.m. Slots. So at least that's what I do. But I might do the 10 p.m. one tonight, because why the fuck not? Also, I'll be right back, guys. I need to go to the restroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry that it took a little longer than I expected, but go to the bathroom. Sometimes you also don't know what to do, so. Okay, let me just think here for a second. Yeah, another game that I've been, you know what, let's do this first. I'll wait until like, I'm like moseying around, like going from one place to another before I talk about like, me playing Dark Road. I see, given all that they have suffered, it is a little wonder that Alminia refugees have lost faith in their fellow men. They have had their homeland taken from them. For the past 2 decades have had to see it remains in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Armenians now live in the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. With that more could be done to ease their hardships, I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation. Just so happens there was an Armenian native among the Scions. Should be pleased to introduce him to you. Well, that's a good one. You might as well get that, but I don't have the means for materia yet, so... Your Armenian comrade is named Hariberth. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Hybrid is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. So anyway, yeah, I've also been playing Dark Road, obviously. I'm at level 49, which is very damn close to the level cap that game has. I don't know how it works. I would assume you could still accumulate BP after you get to the level cap. You just don't use it to level up anymore. So I think I'll probably just keep doing that. Plus, I have the month. I still need to get the what is it, 50,000 kills this month, or enemies defeated this month. I'm somewhat very close to it. I'm less than 10,000 away from it. So there's that. But once I get to level 50, obviously then it's like I don't need to like really focus onto it as much as I did before. And of course, once I get the other missions that they have done for me, so there is that. I also. Yeah, I've been enjoying that game a lot, even though, granted, I haven't really technically been playing it, but still. It is an antidote, the sun's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Almingo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name is no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Almingo resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Almigo. I hope I'm saying that word correctly. And whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now I may have no friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Alberta, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lend you astray. Yeah, now that I'm basically done with my daily task for Union Cross, I go to Dark Road until it gets close to 4 p.m. my time, so I can do no more battle raids to get more lux, to get more higher level. So yeah. I was probably just doing a fucking fake battle, yeah. I need to do those. Albreda, you're cute. You want me to introduce you to resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I? Give me just one reason. Hybrid sends you. A worthless horse son. He bans his comrades, his woman, and now he has to go to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. It's just, I mean, Heroes Hybrid was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See the bloke there? That's Murfred, a captain of resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Killing him softly. Alright, hold on. I'm curious because I just want to see, like, I just want to see in relation to my current means of this. Of these quests left. Nah, probably less than 100, but I'm probably not that far from it. Hi, big strapping man. I'm Mifrid, a proud man of the Alming and Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Candidates! It's Galliard, his wound's gone up festering and he's burning up. Don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid. Got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. Galleon dies, his blood's on their hands. These quarry mill caverns would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightfully conveying anything at the moment. Realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please venture, go in and try. Okay. Hi. What if Mifrid's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's not I can do. Oh no, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. Does that mean going against the elemental's will? I've been in Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I can't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident's Hiera. If you take the matter to her, might she as you'll listen, though I won't get my hopes up. So many people are just standing here. Not you. You wish to aid the Alminians. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer. I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12 Woods. All outsiders, be they babes at the breasts of man grown, are judged by of a night where they may have a place beneath the bars. Last the Almanian's petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Some bullshit. That's how this has to be then. But here I might as well kill Galliana herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. Cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to a quarry mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here wanted us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. Problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Garland can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland long, antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. So it's a remedy from your homeland, but the places are here. Whatever. I have a little more than 1,000 or 100,000 too. There we are. Made it a little easier with that, so then I don't have to like go R1 then R2 or L2. I mean, I don't have to go R2 to R1, R2 to L2. Damn it! I think I'll say it right one of these times. That wasn't that hard to edit, but I definitely feel like I should edit a little bit more. I don't know. That's just me. What lovely quests do I have? One for 25 and some for 20. Obviously, those are all ones that I don't need to do. But I probably will do because there's a trophy to complete 1,000 of them. So, but I think I'll save those lower ones for my whatever my second main class will be. Yeah, I think maybe what I'll do after this stream is I'll kind of focus on getting the trophies for the other classes. Just to be like, yeah, okay. Alright, back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're a God-sent adventurer. Praise Ragla, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now, you just need to find a way to prepare them. I want happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he'll like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Farm Root here. Godspeed. How far away is that? Plus I do... Yeah, this is actually the closest spot here. So that kind of sucks. The Haunted. The Haunted. That's not too far. I'll probably just run back there once I get a chocobo. Once I get my chocobo back. Kinda wish they'd have me talk to him while my chocobo, but I understand why they don't. And they have a sight of sore eyes. How fares adventuring? Rolling in the corn like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me. Oh, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? It's a bad idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An aluminium friend once used it to treat my festering wounds years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. So this is for an Armenian soldier in Quarry Mill. Yeah, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Well, don't worry your little head about payment. I still owe you a deal about you owe me, I reckon. Fine, I can do this. So used to that way being the way. I almost spent a potion. Ow, 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 ow. I felt like a weird here. Yeah, so that's probably what I'll focus on when I get off screen. Just kind of focus on, like, oh, here's the classes for my trophies. Just so I can, like, because this game's not a hard game to platinum either from what I've looked. Because obviously I think the one that's the most time consuming will be obviously the main quest. But if I can actually make that be my last choice before this game gets platinum, that'd actually be fucking hilarious. Woohoo. Should also go back to Golden Saucer at some point so I can see how many of those yokai medals I have so I can get all the yokai things. Okay. And maybe find like a good axe that you get from them and equip that yokai on me so then I can get their legendary yokai medals. So that sounds like a plan. Maybe that's what I'll do to wrap up the stream. It's like, okay, let's go to Golden Saucer and do this. So I will go a little bit longer because I took that little break of going to the bathroom, so. Even more people are here now. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for my brother? God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easy. It's been a terrible burn on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Well, that's a good set right there. He ain't heavy. He's my brother, babe. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help find it quickly. Start by asking Alberta. It might be the woman seen something. Ah, finally, it's about time he came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Almingo. Placid, what? Without I have known what he was talking, I would have stopped him all while myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is a strong one. He's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood at his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds, alone, that fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the woods of Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay. Is that him right there? No, that's just an antelope. Oh, there he is. Watch out, a goblin. I did it again, or I was about to do it again. How weird that I didn't have the thing above him. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you think take us for? We're Alminians, and Alminians never forsake one another. I should be damned. Remember that oath you swore. God damn it! The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alminian soil again, together. Or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let's return to our brothers. And don't even think that you'll get off lightly. Since you're here, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'd wish we didn't find you. Can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Thought I was going in the right direction. I was not. What the? Galley's expected to make a full recovery. Only thing I heard until he's strong enough to take it on the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Show me that. Okay, 12, 24, 17, 17. This one's for all classes. I was thinking for that one anyway, so. Ah, the names are relatively solid. It seems to recall that you want something of me. Prove a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything that's yours, as long as it's mine to give. Cooperation with the people of Little Almingo. That's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. Well, Bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. Excuse me. I've no doubt that he'll do all of his power to aid you. Thank you. Here. What? Spawn me in the fucking water. Tiger boy. Big tiger boy. I don't know, I really like this class of mine. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mithrid. It's been so long since I last heard from him. And I fear him dead. 12s be praised. Whoever you are, Mithrid sees you as a friend, and my friend Mithrid is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek and will tell you what I can. It's a good one. Can't go with that. Let's see if I can. update my gear. Yeah, so if I change any of my gear to be better, I can automatically set it up, so that's good. An outsider resembling a masked stranger has reportedly been appearing. Hold on, got something popped up. There we are. Near Little Amino of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their traits, but they are not likely to yield the information readily to an outsider. Tell them I sent you, though. They may be willing to oblige you talk. Masked man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. I sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... you don't know anything about this. Why did you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Well, I should expect you to be in for it because of that shit you sus... You're sus! This is Among Us, guys. We're basically playing Among Us now. You're all sus! That's actually a game I wouldn't mind playing. It looks good, but again, I don't have Steam. I'm not ready to sell my soul to the devil there. What, have I been meeting with him as man lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been sulking about, right? Suspicious like. But I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see them, and there's trouble with mocking my words. I feel like you're all fucking lying. Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Will this be enough to get me to level up? I'd say it will. Maybe. I don't know. I need to see the experience. But if it's anything more than like 30,000, it might. So you haven't... Did confirm my suspicion about Masked Man. That is most troubling. But the younger ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despots who ruled Almingo. Not would do but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution, right? But it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Almingo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such time, though the young'uns know this not. Unless we intervene, they are likely to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you bring word to me. Nope, not yet. This one will for sure get me to level up, though. Yep. Hey, Adventure, you done talking with the old bear? We got a message from you from Wilfred. That's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gunbroad and wants a word with you. Says he'll be meeting over at the KG area north of here. No, that doesn't sound suspect at all. No, not at all. Not at all. How far north are we talking here? Quite a bit. I thought there was a way... Isn't there a way out from there? Or there's only these two? No, there was another entrance, wasn't there? I thought there was a way... I guess this could be a way out, yeah. So I think this is the way I came in. Why does it seem like this could be a way that leads out, but it doesn't? This is some bullshit. Come out, Chocobo. I swear there was a way I got in by, like, not by this way. Well, we're about halfway through the stream. Of course, like I said, I am going to go longer, so... Yes, we're coming, friend. It's no ordinary outsider who can gain trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? The Empire sent you or someone else? Coral got your ton. No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. Stronger than you look. It's just nothing. Threaten us, be us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to attain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. It's gonna take some getting used to for that. I did not mean to go into stage. I think that's probably one of the issues I have is like I keep doing these fates. If I, you know, honestly, I should just focus on the story missions and ignore the fates. I have a feeling I need to like take care of maybe 2 more after this one. Yeah, that's about right. I think I fucked that up yet. I'm almost done with the thing. Talked by Wooler and his cronies that would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. This is Sparta! Ooh, that's a good one. Look at that. Level up. Oh, the only thing that'll change is my wrist. I guess I didn't get a better armor set. Whatever. Big trouble in the Lamingo. Wilderd mentioned attaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? God. Gumba! Oh, you're female. Berlania! Gods prevail. What happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... The whole while they laughed at me. Said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Almingans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wildred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. Must send a Bertilia. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. Fear that they may do something rash. Got it. There is a red thing here, but like... Oh, I guess it's more wide. So maybe there'll be a... I don't know. Maybe I have to talk to the ones in the other area first. What those animals did to Bertilia is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wildred to the bitter end, and I'm not afraid of a few blizzards. That don't sound good. Might be something above. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, change the world for the better. Might be as Golod's content to eke out an existence of this musty old cave. But I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the 7 hells did I put that bloody map? Oh my irregular Lord of destruction, we implore you, lead us your strength and put an end to the suffering for your people. Here to interfere again? But you're too late. Our plan's already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no more will dare oppose us ever again. Oh. That sounds bad. So, thereafter, that's a primal, right? That he prayed to. So I'll be getting their crystals probably soon. You are straight up Leon, man. You look cool. So the thing I'm probably looking for is the map. I didn't see anyone here to like talk to. And I think I see it right there. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. I mean to take matters in their own hands, but what exactly is it that they mean to do? What's this? Hunting knife and a map of Xanark. Wait, you said Willard spoke of crystals, did he not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness! Young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amjas are. They'll be butchers before they go within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may find them before it's too late. Onion Prince. You're a bastard. Oh, did it again. The way down was, the way out was down here. Is this gonna take me to a dungeon? Well, it'll take me to a duty, so. "13 Sentinels Aegis Rim" is fun as hell in my opinion. I could probably like, God, that like I'll be honest, that I think that game deserves a demo. Sorry, I didn't see your comment earlier, Snowbeer, Brever. If you want, watch like part 1 or part 2, because like I said, that game, the visual novel aspect of it is fantastic. I feel like the combat of it will probably be what kind of maybe draws it back a little bit from other people. But it's fun as hell. Don't get me wrong. I freaking do love that game. That game's fantastic. Like I said, like in one of my videos, like this is the game of the year, and I'll be honest, it's pretty up there. So. I'll be honest, I am not familiar with Dragon's Crown and Odin's Sphere. I would more akin it to well, like I said, it's a visual novel game, and that's fine in that aspect. But like the actual combat of it is man, I honestly don't know how to describe it. It's kind of a strategy based in a way. Like I said, watch like unfortunately it's not until part 7 where I kind of delve into more of the combat aspect of it. But there are videos, like I think every single video has a little bit of combat in it, save for like maybe part 2. But some of the videos do have the combat in it. So, but if you want like the more meat of the combat, that's not until part 7. But I'd say like watch the combat stuff of it and be like, oh, that looks easier. Like, oh, that looks like a understandable thing. Then yeah, it's definitely fun, and I really like it. So, It's an Atlas game too, and it's really good. The art style, like I said this earlier in the stream, I'm going to say it again. The art style of that game, I think, is what really blows it away, in my opinion, to me. So far, some of the writing has been fantastic as well, so. Yeah. Actually, did Atlas have a hand in Dragon's Crown? Or was that more so of another company? I can't remember. That's also another game that I've been like somewhat like Atlas had both. Oh, Atlas had both. Oh, okay. So it might, but I think it's more so Vanillaware that did the combat for that. I'm not sure of 13 Sentinels. I don't know if Vanillaware had any aspects of Odin's Sphere or Dragon's Crown either. So, Walter, did no others survive? So long. Okay, the crystal was supposed to be the start. We're going to reclaim our homeland. We. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering to crystals to Regla to summon him. It's just the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zankarter and make off with Elizabeth's cachet, but they caught us. And so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Our young one's sensations, but a soul's too high a price for youthful folly. For all the failures that are the hopes of the Alminian people, this hope I will guard with my life. And I'm just here. Hi. Funny as you mentioned, sorry I wasn't paying attention to your comments, obviously, because I'm a little busy at the moment, but, But those ones you mentioned, I have done LPs in all those games, actually. I did an LP of all the Zero Escape trilogies. I fucking love 999. I played that on the DS when it first came out. Not right away. I think I played it like a few months after it came out. But I freaking love 999. The whole Zero Escape series is fantastic. And I actually did an LP of AI the Somnian Files earlier this year. I believe I did around February or January to February aspect of the year. So, and I love them both. I definitely need to go back into the AI the Somnian Files in order just to like platinum it and such. But I'll agree with you, they are fantastic games. Other visual novels, I think the best visual novel is Steins Gate. Both Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero are fantastic. Those are my favorite visual novels. I would categorize the Phoenix Wright games as visual novels. I would. They're somewhat the same aspects as Danganronpa, which is another visual novel, and I freaking love that game. Zenki Zero, I would also say is a visual novel. It's more action-based visual novel than any of the other visual novels, but yeah. Yeah, Steins Gate Elite is... I haven't played that one. But from what I've heard, Steins Gate Elite is basically like you're just shown the anime scenes instead of like what they had the drawn ones of in the original visual novel version of that game. But it's fantastic, nonetheless. And then I also did an LP. Speaking of Steins Gate, I forgot about My Darling's Embrace, which I did an LP of that earlier this year too. Actually, not earlier. I feel like I wrapped that one up around April or June-ish. But, yep. I freaking love all the Steins Gates game. And I freaking love the Steins Gate anime as well. I need to get back into watching Zero. So. Alright. Skill at arms is impressive, venture. A wayward youth could learn such from a man like you. Battle's won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let's return to little Almingo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wildred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by that god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No. No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ragnar. We swore. He swore. Got hair stuck in my mouth. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in little Almingo. I dare say Andy will wish to hear it as well. Oh, shit. God, this was something I was going to mention once I came back from my bathroom break. But holy shit, guys. Something I'm super excited about. We hit 500 subscribers yesterday, which in my opinion, is a fucking milestone to me. Granted, it is. Like, to me, it's 100, then 500, then 1,000, and then, like, every 1,000 is the next milestone for me. It's like, sweet. And then eventually, once we get to the 10,000, then it's every 10,000. Then once we get to 100,000, then it's 150,000, and then so forth, like that. Like, holy shit, I'm surprised. Like, we got to 500 subscribers, and this channel's like, God, how old is this channel? Shit. Hold on. I have the information here somewhere. Oh, 2016? Holy shit, that is actually... I thought this is actually older than I thought. So yeah, this channel's a little over 4 years old. So yeah, that's awesome. It's like we finally got to 500, and honestly, I don't mind that it took that long. So yeah. All right, sorry about that. Punchline. I think I heard about it, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look at that myself. I freaking love visual novel games. They're fun as hell. So, I think Chaos Child was also one that I was very keen on picking up at some point, but I haven't done that yet. I know I've told this story before, but so I played 999 on the DS when it came out, and then they you know, they released Virtue's Last Reward was a Vita game, and I think it was also PC. I could be wrong about that, but I got. They had They had a Golden Week sale, and you could get Virtue's Last Reward. I think this is also the same time I got Steins Gate was because of that too. Was like Steins Gate. I picked up Steins Gate, Virtue's Last Reward, and I think one other game. I can't remember because they were all good for a Golden Week thing. So I'm like, oh sweet, yeah, I'll pick all these up. And like the day after, or maybe even like a few hours after I picked up Virtue's Last Reward, they announced, hey, we're released. No. I got Steins Gate, I think, way earlier than that, now that I think about it, because I'm pretty sure I already did my LP of Steins Gate before then. I don't know, it's been a while. But I got Virtue's Last Reward, and then like that same day, they announced, hey, we're releasing a $9.99 Virtue's Last Reward collection for PlayStation 4. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I just got it on the Vita. But I don't mind. And then, and then I think the following year for Golden Week, I was like, they had Catherine available for like only $5 or $10 for that. And then literally the same thing happened. I think the next day they announced Catherine full body. I'm like, son of a bitch. So, but I don't mind. I was like, they're all still fun games. I do need to play Virtual Last Reward on my Vita though, just so I can get like the double trophies and such. I'm a trophy whore. What can I say? Except, you're welcome.
No more lies, Wildred. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about something Ralaga about using crystals, and then he just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could rise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. People are doomed to live and die like beasts.
Listen to me, Willard. Our own may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to defy who we are. No matter where we may be, Allah Mingo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make for this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventure. An outsider.
I won't. I promise. Thanks for saving me, man. Sorry I tried to kill you. I'm used to it. Most of the people I try to help try to kill me. And then I help them, and then they apologize.
My friend, my thanks as well, friend. It gives me hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Well, Almingo may not have much in the way of comfort, but will always be a welcome here.
I'm thinking of getting just the high potion. Yeah, I get the high potion. What the fuck do these dyes do? Used for coloring anything from cloth to metal. Okay, so I could just basically... Well, Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace is just a goofy, fan servicey side game. It doesn't really go with the whole plot that Steins Gate has. It's fun as hell. It's goofy as hell. It's enjoyable. If you love the characters of Steins Gate, I recommend picking that up. How have you beaten Steins Gate Elite? Because with Steins Gate 0, Steins Gate 0 is a prequel, interquel, and somewhat of a sequel to Steins Gate. It's because of time travel, man. Time travel's fucked. But I'd say it all depends on what. Never seen the anime. Don't know much about it. Okay. I recommend playing the game first of Steins Gate. Play the game of Steins Gate first because this game's fantastic, and then you can watch the anime because the anime, like, there's stuff they do in the anime that they don't do in the visual novel, and I think it's fantastic. Like, I'll say this: Steins Gate's the perfect anime, in my opinion. Steins Gate is the perfect anime because it has a start, it has a middle, it has an ending, and it's so good. And again, I can't say much about Steins Gate Zero without you knowing. What game? Elite? Well, yeah, Steins Gate. Well, yeah, have you beaten Steins Gate Elite? Because, I mean, from what I've understand, Steins Gate Elite's just a little different version of the regular Steins Gate. So, if you've beaten Steins Gate Elite, did I say yes, go pick up Steins Gate Zero? Steins Gate Zero is a fantastic game as well. And so far, I love the anime. No, you haven't beaten it. How far are you in Steins Gate Elite? Like, I want to know your, like, where you're at in that game, too.
Well, now we no more information to offer, but what Wildred told you is the exact of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, the man will bring about great pain and suffering. And I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. I haven't even started.
Okay. Well, I gave a little of an aspect of that game away, which is time travel, but, here's my recommendation for you. Is play Steins Gate Elite. What are the deals of the other two? Like, what is the deals? What deals are Steins Gate Zero and Steins Gate My Darling's Embrace having right now? What are their deals for like, what's the price right now since they're on sale? So I think now that I think about it, I think I got My Darling's Embrace on a sale as well for like $20 or something like that. Alright, that's very fucking good. That is a good deal. So, how long do those, like, when will that sale end? Because I don't want you to, because I want to say buy it. Well, you said you're a fan of, visual novels, so you still might enjoy it, but I'm scared to be like, buy those 3, or buy those 2 games, even though you haven't even started Steins Gate Elite yet. Because I'm frightful that you might not enjoy Steins Gate. That's my worried is like, oh, I told you to buy these 2 games, but you don't even like the first one, so I don't want that to happen. If these sales go on for a while, I mean, if you really think about it, you could probably beat Steins Gate in like 2 days. Maybe even more. But, or less, I mean. I'm trying to think. If you really if you go just for to the straight, true ending, well, even if you, like, man, okay. I'm going to do this as vague as possible to talk about Steins Gate in a way. So, Steins Gate, you're basically linear for a lot of the game. And then at some point, you'll get a choice of like, oh, you need to do this thing or do that thing. It's very obvious. You do one thing, you're continuing down to the main end. If you do the other thing, you get kind of a... My Darling's Embrace is... My Darling's Embrace is just, like I said, it's a fan servicey side game that doesn't really talk about what the main plot of Steins Gate is. Like, it talks about it like maybe once or twice, but it's not the main focus of My Darling's Embrace. My Darling's Embrace is basically like a whole... I don't want to say it's a dating sim game, because it's not. It's not really a dating sim game. Like, how it works is you'll get choices, and then... So, at some point, you do something, and then it's like you can choose to do... You can do this one thing or not do the thing. And if you choose to ignore the thing, then you get a chance again to be like, do the thing or not do the thing. And that's where it splits. And where you go there takes you to like, oh, this will take you to the ending with this person. This will take you to the ending with that person. So, My Darling's Embrace is definitely has nothing to do with the Steins Gate story. But, to that caveat, I'd say you should still at least play Steins Gate Elite to the end before you even play it, just because I feel like you'll love the characters even more by knowing their stories and such, even though, because you might learn something in My Darling's Embrace that you would learn in Steins Gate Zero, or not Zero, you would learn in Elite, and then, so, this would be my caveat, is, play Steins Gate Elite, if you like that. Steins Gate Zero, like I said, without spoiling it, is somewhat of a prequel to Steins Gate in a way. But definitely need to play Steins Gate first before you do that. Because it also talks about other things that they would spoil with you in Steins Gate if you played Steins Gate Zero first. But yeah, I just have to say. But anyway, when it comes to Steins Gate, you go down a path, and eventually you get to an option of do this or do that. If you do option A, you're continuing down the path to the ending. If you do option B, you get kind of a side ending that you have with the characters. Like, oh, I'm choosing option B, and you get their ending, and then you can just you can make the save, because you'll get the choice of oh, I need to press this button to do the thing, or I'm not going to press the button. You can make a save whenever you want, which is really good about that game. So then you make the save, you do the option of not pressing the button, and then that gives you the ending. Then you go reload that save to continue down the main path. It does that for a while, and then the sucky thing is, in Steins Gate, they have the phone trigger thing is the thing, what it is. So what that is you'll get every now and then you'll get a text or a phone call from someone. I guess technically it's an email, it's not a text, but whatever. So you'll get an email or a text from someone. And in the emails, you can choose two options, oh, you'll reply with this phrase or reply to something related to that phrase. Now, in order to get to the true ending, you need to answer specific texts a specific way, ignore text or ignore phone calls. So it's very it's very out there of how to get to the true ending. So my thing is, but the good news is with Steins Gate, once you and this is like with most visual novels too, is once you see a piece of the dialogue, you can skip past it. You can just fast forward it. So that's good. So if you really want to, I'd say go just play Steins Gate, get to an ending, or get all. Once you get how many endings are there? 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4 endings, and then the 5th one's the true ending. I think that's the case. I think. But you can get one person's ending by also. But you could get one person's ending by going to the true ending as well. So, man, it's so hard because it's been a while since I've done this. But definitely play Steins Gate Elite. That's my #1 recommendation. When it comes to getting to the true ending of Steins Gate 0, it's a lot easier. It doesn't necessarily have a flowchart, but the thing is, the game doesn't really need the flowchart, because like I said, it's not like a whole, oh, you're always going to be like I said, it doesn't have a flowchart. It's straight up I'd say this is probably the one visual novel that, I mean, granted, a lot of visual novels I play don't really have flowcharts. I think the only one I really have was obviously the Zero Escape and Something That Follows, and now 13 Sentinels. Steins Gate doesn't really need the flowchart ending thing, because like I said, it's straight linear, and then it's basically like I said, it's linear. Then you'll get to a point where it's oh, I need to do this thing in order to continue on to the path to the good ending, or I can take this other path, which leads me to another ending that's not a long ending at all. It's basically a good 30 minutes, maybe even less, depending on how it is. and that I'll get this character's ending, and then you can go straight back to the choice of like option A or option B. I'm pretty sure there's a whole non-spoiler guide to be like, all right, here's the non-spoiler guide to get all the endings in your first playthrough type thing. So you definitely look that up if you really need to. But I feel like with that, it's not too complicated. Steins Gate 0 is a little less complicated, I'd say. In order to get to the true ending. And how many platinum trophies do you have? Over 100. I did a live stream of Kingdom Heart of basically platinuming all the Kingdom Hearts games on the PS4 to make Kingdom Hearts 3 my 100th platinum. And then I remember I platinumed the 3 dancing games afterwards, and then I think I platinumed another game afterwards. Now I can't remember. I guess it wouldn't hurt to check that. Let's check. 105. Okay, I have 105. What else did I platinum? Oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, and Tasmanian Tiger. Yeah. I have 15. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. But anyway, with Steins Gate 0, to get to the true ending, there'll be a point where you'll have the option to either turn your phone off or keep it on. Now, here's what sucks about that. You need to go down one path first. You need to do all that there. You need to get to the ending on that path, and that other path I think has 2 other endings that you could get that aren't as important. So you get to that ending on that path, then you go back to that option of either turn your phone off or keeping it on, and you pick. I can't remember which one it was. I think you need to have your phone on the first time. I can't remember. This is something I definitely would have to look up again. I think you need, in order to go down to the one path to unlock the true ending, you need to keep your phone. You need to have your phone off, and then you go back to that choice, and then have your phone on, and then you could go down the path of the true ending. So, in order to get a true, I feel like the true ending for Steins Gate 0 is not as complicated as Steins Gate, but I would for sure definitely look up what options to do to get to the true. There is definitely a non-spoiler graph that you could do to look up for that one for sure. Sekiro. Yeah, I need to platinum Sekiro still. It's been a while. I need to get back into that game so I can like, and I know I can easily platinum it. All I gotta do is just get all the get to the one ending where you don't follow the will of, or where you follow your father's will instead of the will of the young master. So I need to do that, which I need to get that ending, and then I think as I do that, I would also get the I beat all the bosses trophy too. So I need that, and then I also need to get the whole upgrade all my weapons with the emerald, not the emeralds, or the sapphire, whatever that rare material is, that there's only like 5 in each playthrough. So, right. Sorry about that little spiel about like Steins Gate I had there for everyone that wasn't that's not as interested in it. I freaking love Steins Gate though. Welcome back, Andy. Unreliable information to investigate. The investigation took you to Quilman and Little Alamingo. So tell me, were you able to learn art of La Habera? Nope. Planted the knowledge of summoning the impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the ASEAN would employ. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah, like getting all the shit. Yeah, I think I need to get that one too now that I think about it. So. Yeah, I think I need to get that one too. But I think like what I basically did on my, my main file before I decided to do quote-unquote New Game Plus was I basically just grinded out everything. So now that, or grinded out all the materia I needed to level up all my equipment, and now the only thing I need is the sapphire or whatever the thing is. So that's good. Yeah. Same with Dark Souls. I need to get back into Dark Souls 1. I can easily platinum that one. Same with Dark Souls 2. I could probably get that platinum, although I do need to go through New Game Plus on that in order, because I fucked up a quest line to get a person's equipment, and I think that's really the only thing I fucked up. And I can get everything else in that game. And I need to start Dark Souls 3 at some point. While many of its ills and ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought down by a Malgian will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. I can now play inferior adult Scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady! Oh my god, I love these two. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. I just get soup. Terror at Fallground. While you were attending to business in Thailand, some new information arrived, courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting Lahabar's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up Lahabar's trail at once. Norexia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there from there, Andy. Oh. It's straight up. Oh. Okay. Actually, I can't remember. Did Sekiro have the whole New Game Plus aspect where you can New Game Plus without making enemies difficult for you? I think that game did. Both that game and Code Vein had that as well, so that's another thing I need to do. I definitely need to go back into Code Vein. That's a game I could probably platinum, but god, it'll take fucking forever to do. Just because of that one, the one only online, it's not even an online trophy, but it takes fucking forever to do. Lucky one is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Lucky One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. The masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Lucky One would go and speak with Digging One Metroid. Digging One is to be found at Fallground Float in the Northern Shroud. I have all those games that you mentioned. Oh shit, I don't have that place attuned. Fuck. Well, New Gandania is my location, so let me return there, okay? I haven't played Guacamelee 2. I had the first one because it was free for PlayStation Plus, and I platinumed that game. Let's see here. The Zero Escape Trilogy. Yep, I have all three of those platinumed. Harvey's New Eyes. I don't think I've heard of that one. Same with Monster Boy. Nah, I've heard of that. Medieval, I need to get back into that so I can, I want to get out of here. Medieval, I need to get back into that so I can platinum that. I obviously don't... I don't think I'll have much trouble with it. I think it's just more so kind of like the whole... I think there's one that I think is like what kind of hold me back, and that's... it's not even going to hold me back, but it's just like... It's just something that I just need to like bunker down to do. To be fair, that's a lot of these games that I have. Is like, man, I just need to hunker down and just focus on platinum these games. Now that I'm like free from my whole, oh, I can't platinum a game because I want to have the Kingdom Hearts series in the order to platinum. So that Kingdom Hearts 3 is my 100th. And I also made that one. I also made my Kingdom Hearts 3 100th platinum trophy, my 8,000th trophy overall. So that's awesome. Flippin' Dead, nope. Yooka-Laylee, I have that platinumed too. Resident Evil 7, I think, again, is one that I think I just need to, again, hunker down. I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2 trophies before that gets platinum. And then, of course, I need to do all the DLC for it too. Spyro Trilogy, I have platinum. And I fucking love it. Hell, as a matter of, like, just because, like, it's... The Spyro games have always been one of those games that I'm like, man, I just want to play Spyro. It's one of those games that really helped me out when I was younger. Back on the PlayStation 1 days was like, man, I'm just like depressed. Let's play Spyro. And then it always put a smile on my face when I played that game because I love that game so much. The whole series as well. I can't wait for the next Spyro. Like what they're doing with Crash right now, I'm sure they'll probably do with Spyro. And I can't wait for that. So... and Spider-Man, I have that platinum too. Cannot wait for the Miles game. I fucking love Miles Morales. Fucking love Spider-Verse movie was fantastic as well. So I love that game. I'm trying to think what my actually I think my first platinum trophy was Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Was my first ever platinum trophy. If you go on PSN profiles, I think that's what the website is, and you can put in your PSN ID, and it can show you like, oh, here's your percentage of trophies, here's some milestones of your trophies, like here's your first platinum, and then I think the next one's your 25th, your 50th, your 75th, and so forth. It's actually you know what? It's funny. My 50th platinum trophy was Kingdom Hearts 2 for the PlayStation 3. So that's funny to me. And then my 75th platinum was Persona 5 Vanilla. And then the last platinum trophy I got before I decided to do the Kingdom Hearts thing was the Persona 5 Royal trophy. Skyrim I have not played. I know that's a game that's like... It's a game that I've been somewhat interested in playing, but like... I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for its inevitable PS5 release to finally pick it up. Because I think that's probably what I'll do. Because I'll wait for its inevitable PS5 release. Before I pick up Skyrim. I know my cousin has been talking about that too, so. And I have Fallout. I had Fallout 4. Actually, I have Fallout 4. I platinumed that game. I remember that. Other games. Let's see. I'm just going to look at my game shelf over here. Persona 5 Vanilla. I have that platinumed. I have the 3 dancing games that were out on the PS4. Then I had the Vita version of Persona 4 Dancing platinumed. I need to just hunker down to platinum. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I got that platinum. Type 0. I have platinum. I can easily get Dragon Quest XI Echoes of Elusive Age platinum if I really want to. Same with Nier Automata. The 3 Uncharted games that were on the PS3, I have those platinumed. Dragon Ball Kakarot, I have that platinumed. I think I have Assassin's Creed Origins platinumed. I know I don't have Odyssey. Bloodborne, I have platinumed. Ghost of Tsushima, I have platinumed. The Vita versions of Danganronpa 1 and 2 and Ultra Despair Girls, I have platinumed. Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth, I have that platinumed. Hacker's Memories. I just need to, again, hunker down to get in there. Infamous Second Son, I have that platinum. I have the other Infamous games that were on the PS3. I have those platinumed. Ratchet and Clank, I have that platinum. God of War for the PS4, I have that platinumed. Gravity Rush for the Vita, I have that platinumed. Yeah. Marvel, I got that platinumed. LA Noire, I can easily get that platinum if I really wanted to. Same with the South Park games. Yeah, that's all the games that... What the... What game is that that's under? Oh, Kingdom Hearts, okay. That's right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the Vita games I have that are platinumed. Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Dan. Actually, I think I have basically almost every single Vita game I have platinumed. I think I have Assassin's Creed 3 platinumed. Now this is kind of looking at my PS3 files here. I think I have all the BioShock games that are on the PS3 platinumed. Just not 100%. Same with all the Batman games. Yeah. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. I was already on my emojis. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. All I needed was someone to say, there, it's okay, and pat me on the head. Now I'm totally fine. Yes! Prototype. Prototype is a bitch to try to platinum. Because you need to do all these like things. You need to get all of them in gold. And then you need to do all those things again to get platinum. And if you fuck up and do the things that would give you the platinum times for all of them, then you fucked up. Because I think like... So basically what you... I can't remember like... And one of them is just fucking hard to do. So... That's just there. And I know there's other games too. Like the Persona 4 Arena and Arena Ultimax games are hard to platinum because of just trophies that are like bullshit. And plus no one's probably playing those games anymore, so I could probably never platinum that again. Fall Guys is also a hard game to platinum because of the whole win 5 episodes in a row. If it wasn't for that, I could probably easily get that game platinumed. But yeah. Catherine's also one that'd probably be hard to platinum because of the whole Tower of Babel things you need to do for it. The Yakuza games aren't that hard to platinum, but they're time consuming, that's for sure. Judgment, I think, is the easiest. Actually, Yakuza 6 is the easiest one to platinum, then Judgment. Or it could be vice versa. But yeah, there's some games I was like, man, this is just a bitch to try to platinum. Attack on Titan's a bitch to platinum too. Jesus Christ. The Phantom Pain. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain's a bitch. Yeah, there might be. I think if you group up with people, and again, I don't know how the whole grouping up works. If one of your if like someone in your group wins, then your whole team wins. So if there's a way that you could do that, and you could probably abuse that in a way that like, oh, if you just win 5 episodes in a row like that, then you could get that trophy, but still. Again, I'm not sure if that's how it works with the Fall Guys trophy. It was just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. Masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glance was enough to tell me that she's died a gruesome death. And since I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Tal, came to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you whenever you can. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork, that's what I want you. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Yeah, that I fucking hate those kinds of games. I think Quake had that for PlayStation, for Xbox, or like even something more time consuming like that. That's bullshit. Like, I fucking hate that. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only a excuse me, skeleton known as Zeus could inflict such wounds. There's way. That's why some folks are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures to see if you can find any proofs connecting them to the deaths? So that's why I need to go. What binds us? I don't know why I'm running. Oh well. I'll just run until I get into this field part here, and then I'll probably be my chocobo out. But then, okay, going back to like Prototype being a bitch to Platinum, then Prototype 2 was super duper Platinum. Actually, did they yeah, I think they re-released those to PS4 and Xbox One. So, that's interesting, in my opinion. I don't think I'd pick those up. I'm not a big fan of, like, you know, getting double trophies. But I think the exceptions I've had for that is obviously the Kingdom Hearts games. The Persona dancing games. Or actually, more so just Persona 4 dancing all night. Since I have 2 sets of that being platinum. Eventually, I'll get the platinum for Virtue's Last Reward for the Vita. So I need to do that too. Like I said, I'm a trophy whore. The BioShock games, yeah, those are all ones that I've gotten on the PS3, and now I have them on the PS4, since they were all free for PlayStation Plus conversion. Trying to think what other games I have double platinums for. I will get double platinums for Yakuza 5 because I have Yakuza 5 on the PS3, and then I'll do it again when I get the when I start playing the PS4 version. I'm trying to think how, because I'm also one of those guys that like, man, I would love to just platinum all the Yakuza games in a row. At least the 1 through 6 or 0 through 6. I don't want to worry about like 7 and, you know, ones coming out afterwards. So I probably just focus on them at some point. But man, the thing that's holding me back from those is like some of the side missions are kind of fucking hard to do. So there's that. Not side missions, but like the completion missions. Like you get a completion booklet type thing in Yakuza, and some of them are like, oh yeah, you need to fill this out in order to get a trophy. Like, there's that. Like, if I could just get that trophy, and then basically just beat the game on like the hardest difficulty, then I'll be like, fuck yeah, I can easily do that. And maybe I could do what my plan is just basically like do like me streaming all their games in a row like that. But actually I probably won't want, I don't know. Or at least the endings. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, seen to the Z's. Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find odds to suggest the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe we could safely strike Zeus from our list of suspects. Leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Shit, I have to talk to both of them? Rock of Rongoa. Something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all victims have been commonly maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside. There's a rumor been going around. There's some as whispers that after each victim died, her ransacor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to float and moan. The bear's investigation, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire stand stick to blow out a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've thrown the rock, a new one, bring back some of the fragments. I'll give them to Miranda. Some key items are used on areas rather than single targets. First, press touchpad to access the duty list. While selecting the items and pressing X, a glowing radius will appear. Okay. I might have to. Yeah, I might have to look at the discounts once I'm done streaming. Something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself as I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have some knowing eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shell fell over me. Looking up, I found myself looked into a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. It's happening at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Alright, so they're both basically at the same spot. Well, thank God I picked them both up. I know they have that big sale going on right now. Al, if you have like a PlayStation Plus account, you get like 50% off on something. So again, I'll have to look at all that good stuff when the time comes, or like when I'm done streaming, which will be, I don't know. I wonder, do they ever have sales for the expansions of Final Fantasy XIV? I don't want to do this. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep, that hurt a lot. Just gonna let this heal me up. God damn it. Oh well, I can easily take care of you without having to worry about dying. Is this for the eyeball one? No, the Severian one takes long. This one took way longer than any of the other Severian ones. Oh, hi. Think about other trophies I have, or kids I have platinum. I have the first Guacamelee platinum. I have Steins Gate OG from PS3. I have Steins Gate 0 Platinum. I'm trying to think of all my PlayStation 3 games I have Platinum. The 2 Lego Harry Potter games I have Platinum for the PS3. Do I have to be all the way up there? God damn it. I already mentioned BioShock. I have the Kingdom Hearts games that are on the PlayStation 3 Platinumed as well. Saints Row the 3rd, I have Platinum, and I think I have the 4th one Platinumed as well for PlayStation 3. Not to. I need to do journal. Trying to think what else. Puppeteer, I got that for the PS. Yeah, I remember. Puppeteer was a PlayStation Plus game. I got that. The Infamous games. Jack and Daxter for the PS3. All three of those games have been platinumed. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of. Oh, Last of Us. Last of Us on the PS3. I got that platinum. I mentioned the Uncharted games. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation 3 have been platinumed. Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita was platinumed. Assassin's Creed Liberation on the Vita is a plat for me. What else? What else? What other games? I'm pretty sure I have basically every single Vita game I have has all been platinumed. Maybe save for like a couple of them. So there's that. I don't know, maybe that's something I'll do, like just go through like all my games and be like, oh yeah, I got that platinum, I got that platinum, and such and such and such. I'm trying to think of like I'm trying to think of what my most proudest platinum trophy was. I honestly can't remember. I know I had one, but for the life of me, I can't remember. I'd have to like look through that whole entire list to see. That's a big eye right there. This will be taking down this eye. There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer's still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's impossible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banamite. But you and I were miles apart. How could we have both seen it precisely at the same time? What's more, our adventure friend here had a run-in with a Banamite at the very spot you claimed to see the finished eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. And that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be more victims as yet undiscovered. Oh. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I burn to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Unless you have forgotten, it was the rocky area to the west I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. Serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to this security of the region. Wow, you're also fucking helpful. I'll see how long this quest takes me, and then maybe I'll do the next quest. And like maybe that's where I will probably end the stream. We'll see. I mean, granted, we're still not even at the 3-hour mark yet, and I am gonna go a bit longer because of my bathroom break. And I'll go even a little bit longer because of that fucking of the Steins Gate talk I had to. Alrighty, that takes care of all that. Oh yeah, I said I'd go to the Golden Saucer to check out which yokais I can buy. I can't remember what the name of these creatures are. It's bugging me. Oh, Minecraft. I have both of the PS3 and the PS4 version of Minecraft Platinum 2. I know I'm still talking about, like, my Platinum trophies. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with?
Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeballs are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify so as to notify the next of. The button engravement on this with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. Family sigil. Will that have an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal to solving the murders. I actually want to solve this whole quest line before I actually end the stream too, just because like this is fucking interesting. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in the matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Grindania and have it examined by Mione. Mayhaps someone of her vast network of contacts can shed light on the sigil. True. Also, I am part of the Twin Adar, so... yeah, I can see if I can up my rank. I don't think I have enough of those things, but you never know. Oh, okay, so it's just south of here, okay. Well, before I go do that, like I said, I want to see if I can up my ranking with my Twin Adder brethren. And these are also missions I need to go through. Like, goddamn, there's so much shit. I do not have enough. Yeah, I didn't really do much side missions before then. So... I don't think I'll be getting enough of those seals unless I, you know, focus on these side missions and such. So... I'm actually quite curious as to how many people in here are actually like doing like the story, or they're just flapping about. Good to see you, Andy. By your grim expression, I suggest you aren't here for scones and herbal tea. Oh, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely! Anyway, I'm afraid you do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadetta, over by the Ethereal Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Bernadetta! I love that girl in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Help tracking down the owner of a button. That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscence of those worn by the families of old, but I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gardenian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gardenia who knows, it would be synagogued over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis.
Okay, Lancer's Guild. I can easily teleport there. Trying to think of all these other games I have platinumed. Ones I haven't mentioned. Granddad believes that I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist. Never you fear, but whatever ought comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gardenians. One of this button is most certainly well to do. You may wish to take your stretch to the Gentles wards northeast of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is particularly seated at the bench of the ward's entrance. His name is Usadel, and I distinctly recall seeing a remarkably similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Finally! Oh, I hope I'm able to, like... That sucks. Yeah, we were able to get through it. Yay! Do not believe we are acquainted? Pray lead me to my thoughts. Such a Darkatoris family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face. Was it marred in any way? I had feared as such. No longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Okay. There's gonna be a dungeon. I could probably do a dungeon. That'll probably be the end of the stream. I was once a manservant to employer of one of the oldest and proudest families of Gardenia, the Darkatoris. During the time I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadine, mistress of the household. Fair as some she was and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kind of woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady subsequent herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough at the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as the time went by. Especially there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaids to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hauka Manor, my home for not on half a century. Borderlands! Borderlands for the PS3 I also have platinumed. Oh, and Tales from Borderlands. A lot of Telltale games I have platinumed as well. Like, I think the only one on PS3 I have is The Walking Dead Season 1. And then I have it again on PS4 here. And then I have... Did Season 2 have a platinum? I can't remember if Season 2 or Season 3 had a platinum. I know one of them did not. So I have Tales from the Borderlands platinumed. I believe I also have... There's another LP of a Telltale game I did, but I can't remember. So I know for sure I LP'd all the Walking Dead games. I really do need to get back to the final season of Walking Dead Telltale just so I can, like, you know, be done with it. Oh. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the women that Lady Amadina had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me.
My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She waits you at Haukamana on the western edge of the central shop. Go now and go do what must be done. Clean up mistakes that I had nothing to do with, but people maybe could have stopped, but chose not to because they're fucking cowards. Okay, good, I do.
Yeah, that's for sure a dungeon. That had to be a dungeon. Oh, might be a good spot to end the stream then after I finish the dungeon. Yep, there it is. I wish there was a way you could just summon your mount without having to, you know, stand still. So that's what it looks like some people do. Like, they just summon their mounts right away, and then they just, like, as they're walking and running and such. And there might, maybe specific mounts let you do that. Ah, they're fishing. I need to fish, but I need to become a fisherman to do that. And I'm going the wrong fucking way. What the fuck? Thought that'd be like a way for me to get up from here, but I guess not. This is why I feel like I'd also would love to have the Chocobo have a fucking sprint button. God damn it. Fine, I'll go for it the right way, I guess. I mean, I do move faster on the Chocobo, but god damn, I move so much better if I also had to run. Oh, hi there, fucking Reaper. Level 50, yeah, no, I get my ass handed to me 50 times over. Freaking Malboros. Oh, that's a puff. Oh, that's a fucking. That's like the Lady of Darkness from Final Fantasy IV? I can't remember if that's what she's from or not. And now we play the waiting game. That did not take too long. Yeah, you guys saw the trailer for the Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity game, where you get to see young Impa. Man, I'm excited for that game. I don't know if I don't know if I'll pick it up and play it. I don't know if I'll OP it or anything like that. I don't know. I definitely want to do something with it, maybe. I don't know. Oh, shit. I can't move. Leveled up, but I still can't move. Vengeance! Oh, we gotta find the green key. Oh, fuck. I don't think there was anything in this room. Oh, Minecraft, fucking Minecraft, story mode. That's a Telltale game. I have that button too. Damn it! If I got out of it in time, I guess not. Come on, buddy. Yeah, let's do this. I stunned you. Okay. Darksiders 1 and Darksiders 2 are also games on the PS3 I have platinum. I have the PS4 versions of all those games as well. I'm still just the price that will change. And all honesty, I probably... In all honesty, I probably could put that back on for this moment. Since I'm not really going to be running into fates, but... I'm fighting a skeleton! Oh, I guess I'm actually playing the 45 now. Murderizing punk ass bitch. Yeah, I don't know. I never did my whole stunning thing beforehand. So I love these dungeon missions. Like, it was the setup for all of these that, like, had me the most worried. Because I honestly thought this would have to be for every single mission. It was like, oh, you need to have specific people for this mission. You need to have 5 of these things, 1 of these things, yada, 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 yada. But nope, that isn't the case. You just need, it's only for some of them, not for all of them. And then, but majority of the game can be enjoyed by yourself, and that's great. So I'm glad, like, I also, like, the menus also kind of still, intimidate me, so. I don't know how many of these tiny... Oh, we have 5 of them. I think we have enough of these that I could, like, pilferage through this. Ooh. Ah, damn it. I was like, I don't see a reason for us to go in there, but then that happened. You guys see that the Evel Knievel's son is suing Disney because of I can't even remember the character's name in Toy Story 4. It was a Toy Story 4 character that was like portrayed as a daredevil. I think he's like called Daredevil Dan or something like that. And he's like, oh, it's the likeness of my father. I'm like, first of all, there's so many. I've seen so many other like parodies of an Evel Knievel. I don't think you've ever done anything with those. Could be mistaken. But at the same time, it's like, so what? It's like, how many times have other characters been like have portrayed other characters like that? What is up with that guy? Why is he like really just standing there? Doesn't look like there's anything in there. No. wizard. Okay. Is he going back to the fucking one other door, or is he just on his way over here? No, he's on his way. Find the bloody auction. Did he just fuck off? Or did he teleport to like the beginning of the fucking thing? I think he just fucked off. That bitch. I'll be honest, how the what? Oh, okay. Oh, so you can just return. Sorry. Oh. Oh, what the fuck you talking about? Unless she changed her face now. She looks gorgeous. I'll be honest, how the fuck do you do your limit break? I don't know how to do that. I honestly don't know if I'm doing those things properly, but ah well. We beat the bitch. Bye. Oh, I think that makes up for everything. Man, I need to find something to eat. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. I think I'll take out my steak and I'll cook that tomorrow. Darkness is taking root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irresponsible spirit that quickened it to life. Hello again. Oh, there's two of you. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. There is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Hayden well chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master Lahabra. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fucking Organization 13 motherfucking looking ass bitches. Fare you well, bringer of light. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-da-bum, ba-na-na-na-na. Oh, what's this? Weird. I want to hand in this quest and then we shall be good. You are returned. What sights await you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Well, then I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile road. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold, though woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my sounds out loud, I know not how many instances young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. Matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I'm an arbiter to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. I hope at one point they're just flat out will just let me be able to teleport to the fucking place without having to use an item or something like that. I feel like that makes way more sense. But who am I to judge? Man, I don't know why, guys. Like, I'm always excited to stream this game. Don't get me wrong, but like, for whatever odd reason today, I was like, man, felt so much better to stream today. I don't know why. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm super excited. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm streaming. I'm having fun. Shit's progressing. Welcome back, Ande. Full glad am I to see you safely return. Tell me, how fared you on your surge into the 12's Wood? Well, bullshit happened. That's what happened. 2 of Lahabran's minions? And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Ascension have begun to move in earnest. Would that we know what end. Yet that will not be more our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that the Scions are too well few to protect the realm against the threat unaided. We must needs alert to the 3 nations of the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascensions might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from the information available with us. Let's set the investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. I should have looked at that thing that I got. Skeleton warriors. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, I'm almost at level 40. Goddamn. Well, as a marauder, anyway. I love the weird way I was jumping like that. Okay, guys. Ooh, Wrath of the Titan. I guess we'll be going after Titan next. Okay. So, guys, that is going to do it for this stream of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I said, I've always been enjoying playing this game. I honestly have no idea what the talk's going on right now in the thing when I go to Limza Laminza here. But I am actually going to count how many quests in the main scenario we have left and kind of like gauge that. And then I don't know what happens afterwards. I guess we'll go straight into the Heaven Sword story, which, fuck if I know how long that is. Same with then, once I'm done with that, then we'll go to Stormblood and then Shadowbringers. And yeah, super excited for it. So anyway, guys, okay, someone's smoke is fucking high. But anyway, guys, thank you again for watching me stream this game, whether you watched it live or archived on YouTube. I hope you guys all had a blast. I enjoy this game tremendously, and I guess we'll be talking about Titan in the next stream, which I'm actually super excited for, because Titan is honestly one of the summons of Final Fantasy that I freaking love. In Final Fantasy, I love Titan's design in 16, by the way, so that's awesome. So yeah, I'm excited. So let me know. So anyway, guys, thank you again for watching live or archived here on YouTube. I'll be back on Wednesday with another live stream of Final Fantasy XIV. So I guys hope I'll see you then at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm actually going to check out some of the discounts that they have going on. So yeah. All right, guys. See you guys Wednesday for some more Final Fantasy XIV. And of course, guys, you can watch 13 Sentinels and oh my fucking god, Avengers every single day as well. As a matter of fact, the Avengers video should be coming out in less than 15 minutes from now if you guys are watching this live. Or if you're watching this on archived on YouTube, then it's already out. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you all next. I don't really. I guess I do that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.